Hi, welcome back to a Game of Thrones, the card game. This is the start of round 4, we're going to start with the plot phase, but before I do, just one little correction from part 8. Melisandre here has this ability to claim 1 additional power when you win dominance and when you win an unopposed intrigue or power challenge. So 1 additional power means those 2 should be there. So it hasn't changed the overall picture too much, except so it's still 12 for Baratheon, but now 3 are here and 7 are here. Okay, now that does make a big difference for Baratheon, because at the moment Targaryens are quite threatening with the military challenge, and if these cards are defeated in the military challenge and killed, then they lose their power. The power is safe here on the house card, safe except from power challenges. So let's do a quick recap of where we are. Last round, Baratheon felt they were up against it a little bit with the horde of Dothrakis bearing down on them, but they pulled out this banner for the storm, and this managed to secure Baratheon a whole bunch more power and has left them in a very strong position. They're just 3 power away from winning this game. Plot cards. Baratheon has gone for an uneasy truce. 4 gold, 0 initiative, 1 claim, but in order to initiate a military challenge, an attacker must give the defender 2 gold tokens from his or her gold pool. Targaryens have chosen retaliation. 4 gold, 8 initiative, 2 claim. So that 2 claim there is the aim is to try and knock these 2 characters out. If you win initiative, however, you must choose an opponent as the first player. There's a good chance we will win initiative with 8. So that would mean the Baratheons will go first. Move on to the draw phase, and Baratheons will draw 2 cards. And we get another Robert Baratheon. Well, that might not be such a bad thing. And Stormland fiefdoms. Targaryens draw Drogon, a strong dragon, and, oh my goodness, Balerion the Black, a very strong dragon with a 10 cost, so we really need to boost our income up to see that guy come out. Marshalling phase. House Baratheon will go first. Let's see, we've got quite a few choices here. We're going to take 5 gold, 4 from our plot and 1 from Aegon's garden. We can certainly play this location, and that will reduce the cost to play of the next Baratheon card by 1. So I think we'll certainly look at playing that one. Let's do that right away, no questions there. So it's a limited card. I have no other limited cards in my hand, so we'll get that one out there. 1 gold. Now with my remaining 4 gold, which is effectively 5 given the Stormland's fiefdoms, I could be looking at bringing out the Iron Throne and Crossroads, or I could be looking at bringing out Robert Baratheon with his duplicate and with his renown. The beauty of the Iron Throne is I will win dominance, And when I win dominance, Melisandre claims a power. Remember, my target is to win 3 power here. I'm hoping that I won't experience too many military challenges. If I play this, I'm guaranteed 2 power, and that will leave me only 1 away. And with 1 away, I know next turn I will definitely win the game if Melisandre and Sir Eldon Estamont are still standing. So I don't need to risk those guys and put them into challenges if I play the Iron Throne. At the same time, if I play Robert has this ability that says Robert claims an additional power when he claims 1 for renown. So that would give, if Robert were to win a power challenge, he would claim 2 power. If I was to commit all of my characters into a power challenge, that would give Melisandre a power, Sir Eldon Estamont a power, and Robert 2 power. That would win the game straight away, and I have got initiative. So I'm going to play Robert. I'm going to kneel Massey's Hut, Stormland's Fiefdoms, and pay 3 gold to put Robert into play. Targaryen's marshalling phase. They have 4 gold from their plot, plus 3 from their locations. That's 7 gold. Now that plot card has unsettled my plans a little bit, because it's asking me to pay gold for military challenges. I want to make military challenges this turn with my retaliation. So I'm going to save 4 of these gold to ensure that I've got enough gold to pay for 2 military challenges. Remember, my blood-crazed Screamer allows me to make 2 military challenges. With that 3 gold, and I was tempted by Drogon. I mean, that's the other option, use the 4 to marshal Drogon, but no, I want to try and knock out Baratheon's characters this turn. I'm going to marshal with my 3 gold, leaving 4 for military attacks, Daenerys Targaryen, and Dany has renown, and also allows me to steal gold from my opponent. So even though I might be paying for military challenges with gold, I could steal it back and still win dominance. And this bodyguard here, which says it can be played onto a lord or a lady character, or Daenerys is a lady, I can play that for 0 cost onto Daenerys. So that's what I'm going to do with my 3 gold, play Daenerys with a bodyguard. Now we move into the challenges phase. I think Baratheon have managed to hold out for just long enough. Sir Eldon Estamont has a power that says while Sir Eldon Estamont is attacking, characters with fewer power than him cannot be declared as defenders. Sir Eldon Estamont is going to win the game for House Baratheon. House Baratheon will make a power challenge with all of their characters. In fact, they only need to use Robert and Sir Eldon Estamont. Sir Eldon Estamont will claim 1 power for winning the challenge with renown. Robert Baratheon will claim 1 power for winning the challenge with renown. He claims an additional power because of his ability. The power challenge is successful. We steal 1 power from the house, and we get 1 more power for unopposed challenge. Melisandre's ability says claim 1 additional power when you win dominance and when you win an unopposed power challenge. That's 1 more power. That's it, that's game over. That ended rather suddenly, I must say. And I think that the problem, why Targaryens lost that game, and I think they could have they could have held out for a bit longer was in the last turn, when they committed all of their characters into challenges and had no one left to defend. What really won it for the Baratheon hand was Banner for the Storm. Without this, they would not have been able to use Sir Eldon Estemont's vigilance to make multiple attacks, which allowed him to claim renown and Melisandre to claim additional power for unopposed challenges. That's what won it. It was that Banner for the Storm. I have a feeling that, Targaryens could have come in now with a great deal of military might. Maybe they shouldn't have played this to claim so early and instead have tried to secure initiative. Well, that was great fun. I hope you've learnt a few tips from watching the playthrough. Initiative seems to be important in the later stages. If there's a risk that your opponent can win, you must grab initiative. I think that Targaryens were trying to be too aggressive there, and Baratheons just had enough of these little tricks. Banner for the Storm, Sir Eldon Estemont's wonderful ability there. That's a great ability to be able to do power challenges and not have it defended. Melisandre's blessing. They just did enough to hold on, and renown is very powerful. It can win this game really quickly. That was round 4 and the game is over. Well, that's it. It's a great game. I'd like to play the game through again, perhaps with another player. Maybe I'll rope my son into playing. We're playing a Lord of the Rings living card game at the moment with my son as a playthrough, so switch over and check that one out if you wish. And I'm going to start thinking about lining up my next solo session. So I hope you enjoyed A Game of Thrones, the card game. See you next time.